Hi everybody. I thought we should talk about caring for your flag. You know, my granddad always flew a flag in front of our house when I was a kid. And for Christmas a few years ago, my brother and I bought my dad a flag and a flagpole, and he has the light on it so we can leave it on overnight, which flag tip number one, if you want to leave your flag out all night, it needs to be lit and it needs to be an outdoor flag, which is what I happen to have here. And I want to let you know it is very respectful to care for your flag. So it is a very respectful thing to wash the flag, to mend the flag, to iron the flag, to care for the flag. So what I thought I would do is I would show you the best way to care for a flag. So this is the flag that I fly outside my house, and it has a couple of spots on it, and so I thought I would straighten it out. The first thing we want to do is we want to pre-treat any spots. I will tell you, often I find around the grommets, they tend to get a little bit green. And if you don't clean that and wash them, the color actually spreads into the flag. And you don't notice as much up in the field of blue. You will definitely notice it down here in the red and white. So we want to spot treat those for sure. And I'm just using a little stain solution. And of course, my horsehair brush, because you know how I love that. And you're just gonna scrub it in. The thing with the grommets is you have to remember to scrub both sides. And the reason this happens is because these grommets are brass, and usually the clips that hold your flag to the rope, to the pole, are steel. And it's a chemical reaction in those two things. So the first things you want to do is you want to spot treat both of those. And there we go. And you know, I think we have a reverence for the flag, which we absolutely should have. I mean, it's a very legitimate thing, but I think that we think that that means we can't handle it or we can't care for it, and that's not true at all. It's actually very respectful. You can actually, as long as you don't dramatically alter the dimensions, sometimes flags get ratty right on the end. It is actually appropriate to fold those under and sew them. People used to do it all the time. It's become less common as flags are easier to, thankfully, easier to acquire. So this flag also happens to have a spot right here. And the great thing, this is an outdoor flag, so it's nylon. So usually things don't run through to the back, but I'm always going to check as I go. No, it's not. It's right on the surface. To be honest, I think that's where a bird ran into it. Let me just check it over. Okay. So I have spot treated everything. So the spots are all treated. Now I'm going to put it in the washing machine. This is an outdoor flag, so it's nylon. You can absolutely put a nylon flag in the washing machine. If you have an indoor cotton flag that hangs on a wall, you can put it in a washing machine. It won't bleed. If you have a ceremonial flag, meaning the beautiful flag that has that gorgeous gold fringe around the edge, I would hand wash those. That fringe, you could probably put it in a mesh bag and put it in the washing machine. Those are very expensive. The fringe may untwist depending on who made it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this flag in the washing machine, warm, express cycle, cold rinse, and we're gonna wash it. And then when we wash it, we're gonna hang it to dry. So I'm going to put it in the washing machine. Add soap flakes. And then I'm just gonna wash it on express cycle. The express cycle is short enough that it's certainly not gonna harm the flag. This flag is actually quite durable. But it's not gonna harm it. But in 15 minutes, I'll take it out, show you that it's perfect, and we'll hang it to dry. See you in a bit. Okay, so we've washed the flag. Now we're gonna take it out and make sure that it doesn't have any spots. We're gonna make sure we got everything off of it. All right, so here it is. Okay, so everything here is perfect. There is no oxidation left. Or no tarnish left. I could have told you, you absolutely could have added oxygen bleach. You could You could hand wash this if you wanted to, but look how bright it looks. Like, it looks like a flag should look. It looks respectful and clean, and we've taken nice care of it. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to take it outside and lay it on the drying rack. You absolutely could put this right back on the flagpole. It's nylon, it's meant for outdoors, so it's actually meant for like rain, provided you have a light on it, it's okay. But you could, I'm actually gonna let it dry because it's just an easier way to care for it. Now, if this was an indoor flag and you were going to hang this up, maybe it hung on a wall or it's on a flagpole inside a government building or something, you would want to hang it to dry and you would want to iron it. Indoor flags are usually cotton and they generally need to be ironed or be steamed. Outdoor flags are usually nylon. They generally do not need to be ironed because they're relatively wrinkle free. So we're gonna take this outside and we're gonna let it dry. Okay, so we're on my deck. I have my drying rack and we're gonna lay the flag out. Now the trick to this is, this is gonna dry very fast because it's so warm, but the trick is lay it over the rack so that everything stays off the ground, it stays clean and it stays respectful. In my case, it's probably not gonna take more than 15 minutes. It's pretty warm today. It's a little overcast, but it's quite warm. So it's gonna dry really quickly, but let it dry and then, let your Star-Spangled Banner wave. Check back in a few. Okay, so the flag is dry, and you can see that it's dry because, it has that billowy look like a flag should have. Now, at this point, you either want to put it directly back on your flagpole, which is what I'm going to do, or you want to fold it and store it. There's a ceremonial fold for flags, which is the way that I would store this one in off-season or whatever. If for some reason you have an historic flag or a very valuable flag, for whatever reason, it is actually recommended, and the way that like military flags and things, they're actually rolled on a non-acid tube so that there's no point of stress and so that they don't fade. This one, in an off-season, I'm not worried about it fading because I fold it and I actually have a sleeve that it slides into and I put it away. But otherwise, I like to fly it. So I fly it sort of all the year. And now that it's clean, Old Glory is in her glory. So we're good to go. And I hope that you can use these tricks to wash your flag and fly your flag proudly. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.